this time round.
Here we
Hey,
go.
welcome to Business Small Business. I'm Kevin Gammy. I've got with me Elle Butler or Elle's Butler. What do you prefer?
Just so long as you don't swear at me, I'm happy. Elle is fine.
Just don't call her late for dinner or you will be in trouble, as my mum used to say. So, Ellie, you're from Easy As Marketing, and you are really passionate about helping others get more automated and online and streamline their systems and all that sort of stuff to help making their life easy while getting their message out. And I won't finish that and do a publicly shaming statement there. But first, what I want you to do is tell us a little bit about yourself, so that people get to know a little bit about you and why you started Easy As Marketing.
Oh, wow. Look, thanks, Kevin, and thanks for the invitation and the opportunity to share with everyone today. As you said, I am passionate about helping people. Look, I could give you my life story, but just in the last few years since Easy As Marketing came to life, I was in real estate and selling. This is in the early days before Facebook pages even existed, and I was selling property through Facebook, not in the hey, buy this house, buy this house, buy this house scenario, just in the social connecting way. And I tried to set that up for other agents, and it just didn't work for them. So I actually stepped back and I went and trained with some of the leaders in the industry in the US, and worked out, because I thought my idea was to provide marketing services specifically for real estate agents, but I then realized that it was across the board for all small businesses. So I went ahead and expanded. So it's more about the business side. So I really enjoy working with the small business owners. As a copywriter, I can ask, anywhere up from $7,000 to $10,000 for a copyright page. But the only people who can afford that are the high-end corporates, and I just prefer to work with small business. So you're getting...
Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the gang. They're real people that own small businesses. You're not just putting money in, some CEO's pocket. So preaching to the converted here. So you were trained on copywriting, but you do a lot more than copywriting these days, don't you?
I do. I'm actually a teacher by profession, so I had that sort of skill in the background and that foundation, I guess. But as everything's evolved, social media marketing, management, we then added graphic design services. More recently, realised that we really needed to bring in the web design services. So we now have web design on WordPress platforms. And then to take that the next step, because it's no good having a website if you can't be found. So making that how it all fits together. So we've then also, we have really highly attuned search engine optimization strategies that we can implement, and that includes your GMB or your Google My Business. So I really love to be able to bring those together.
We're not allowed to use jargon on this show because I probably won't get it. So Google My Business, we all love Google My Business. Just wait another 3 days beyond when you think the very longest that postcard could come to you by. I made that mistake over Christmas time. I'd waited for what felt to me like about 3 months. I decided I'd request another card, and the very next day that card came along. So the next one then took about another 8 weeks to come along anyway. So that there's a don't make my mistakes little trick for everyone.
Compared with now, back at Christmas time, they were fast. So it's taking even longer now because they really are overwhelmed throughout the world.
Well, that's because everybody's got time to work on their business. Everyone's been shut into lockdown, and so now we can all work on our business and do that. So we're having a bit of a chat about that, and you've been really busy. You've been telling us. So tell us, you're a bit vague in your topic to me, and you just said, "Hey, I just want to help people digitally," right? So, there's so many.
And the reason for that is because every single individual business is different, and I start with a conversation with the person and saying, what is it that you need? What is it that you want to achieve? Right, we've got the whole buffet of what you need, but you, probably can't afford all of it at once. So let's just work out what's most important and then go from there and get it right for you, and then we can build on the rest in time. So that's why we do that.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. So if I was going to have, you've probably got 5 steps from being a complete novice like me through to being a well-oiled machine that automates absolutely everything, and all I have to do is think of an idea, and then it gets churned out, and everyone flocks to me, and I've got thousands of customers. I'm sure there's only 5 steps.
Give or take.
Something along those lines. So what's the first step?
The first step is accepting that you want to do something online.
Okay.
And reaching out and making the time.
The government's helped us all with that, just in case you're wondering. Yep. Now that we can't go out and meet people, we have to do stuff online. So I have to do stuff online. I'm a convert. Now, what's step 2?
Excellent. Have a talk to me. What is it
I'm doing that.
You need?
Okay.
What do you want to do? Do you know what you want to do, or do we need to find out what opportunities exist for you to do that? And that's a big difference.
I want more customers.
Excellent. So you're normal. Tick. What type of customers are we looking for?
Oh, so we've got to get specific. Is that step 3?
No, this is still step 2.
Oh, step 2, part 1, get specific.
And it's particularly important because, say, a tradie who doesn't typically work online at all of a sudden can't go and do his or her job.
Cool. So I'm going to get more specific.
How can they earn an income digitally and help them? So that's the sort of stuff we're talking about. That way
he can attract customers while he's on the roof hammering nails in or whatever he does, right? So cool. I'm going to get specific. I'm going to say I want to help small business owners who are in Brisbane who want to do work with other small business owners. Is that specific enough?
That will do for now.
Cool.
Well,
now that I've got specific, what do I do?
How do you define small business? So the first conversation with me, this step 2, is typically an hour and a half, 2 hours it can be, as we nut down different ideas, and it's literally just a conversation to work out where. So it's lots of questions, it's lots of me drawing the information out from your brain. And,
but we really have to, and what our goal today, that's what I didn't give you, hey. Our goal today is to teach people that they can do an abridged version of this and get some awesome value, even if they can't get to you because you're too busy right now, right? So the third one is, let's get really tight about it, yeah?
Yeah, so the third one, write the steps down. Write down, really analyse what your skills are. What can you offer anybody else? Do you sell products? That's easy to get online. Do you sell services where you say professional services, solicitors, accountants, that sort of stuff? That's really easy to get online. Are you a practical person where you are physically working with your hands? That's a bit tougher. So my suggestion then is to then write down what are those activities that you do on a day-to-day basis in real life, and then you're probably still going to need to speak with me one-on-one, because if you're not in tune with the capabilities of digital, then you may not even know what, you don't know what you don't know. You may not even know where that can take you. So once you've got that list of, I can hammer a nail, I can change a tap washer, all right, whatever it is, what do I do with that? All right, so we can then go from there.
I'm already pretty sure that I don't know what I don't know, though, Elle. So,
yeah.
So great.
And I'm going to say to you that one of the best opportunities for people in that aspect digitally are your membership programs or your learning management systems. So you can teach people, the DIYers, teach them what to do and what not to do when they're hammering a nail. Teach them what to do, how to change a washer in a tap, the things they can do at home. They can pay for access to those courses, either as an individual or on a monthly basis. So those two are probably the most prolific for the practical trades, which are the ones who struggle to get online.
Cool. That's 25% of our audience. The other 75% are service-based businesses, largely dealing, 2/3 will be dealing business to business and 1/3 business to personal or business to consumer. Anyone, I think I knew some stats on my group. Our
Go
group.
figure.
So we can create membership and teach them. The strategy is still the same, but we're doing it slightly differently. Is that true?
Yeah, that is absolutely true. But it's much easier usually for, say, professional services, whether they're B2B or B2C, because they're already speaking one-to-one. It's just a matter of putting a video camera in between. However, when it is someone who is, well, practically based, where it's not a face-to-face, it's a face-to-thing, it takes an extra step or extra support to get them to that point. But essentially the service it is much the same.
Absolutely. So what we need to do to get online is to understand what do we want. We need to then get specific and then get a bit tighter. Start looking at what is it that you do, and then what are the activities that you could then create something around. So productize the activities that you create so that then you have something to offer online.
Yes. Yes. And work out.
I hope you all follow that.
When you say productize, that's important too. So what I was speaking about further is, say, creating a step-by-step training guide to the how-tos to do that. But you can also then add that and go, well, I'm stuck at home. I've got to change a washer in my tap, and I do apologise, I can't work out how to turn these notifications off. I've got to change a washer in my tap. Where do I get it? How do I know what to order from, the supermarket or the hardware or whatever?
Shop. Local hardware shop, we're going to say, yeah.
Which is what I said, yes. So from there, we can go, hey, I've got the capacity. I know if you've got an XYZ tap that you need a ZYX washer to go in it. Here, order it direct from me and I'll deliver it to your door.
Awesome. So
you can productize so they can pay to learn and then also pay for the individual items for profit.
Cool. So let's also talk about the service guys that aren't the tradies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I'm a business consultant and have been helping people, improve their business in a specific way. And that could be through either coming at it from a financial perspective, it could be coming at it from a mindset perspective, it could be coming at it from an emotional intelligence perspective. Okay, lots of different ways that we can think about our businesses. We get specific about those. But how do I attract people to me? Because what most people say is, I want more customers, but what they're not sure about that link between more customers and where they start getting their message out.
Yeah, and that's a how long is a piece of string kind of question, which is fine because I got plenty of string hanging around. It's okay. And what I do, it's determined by budget. You've got to either budget in time or you've got to budget in money. So, and usually I must say most of my clients end up somewhere in the middle. And by that I mean, I give you some guidance. I give all my clients some guidance once they're online, and whatever service they are using me for, even if it's their graphic design to update their logo or social media marketing to do their marketing online, they're now connected directly to me. I'll pick up the phone and talk to them or whatever. And I'll give them ideas on how to share on social media. What have you got to do to get it out there? What have you got to say? Some of the words to use to attract and relate to your particular market. And also, not all social media channels are equal. If you're after the, the young hip market, sorry, they're not on Facebook.
I know. I was so devastated when I found out that I'd finally got the basics of Facebook, down, and that it wasn't technically cool to be on Facebook anymore. Devastated. Just for a quick one, here's our time, money, little thing. So the more money you spend, the less time it's going to take, and vice versa.
Pretty much.
Just a quick tip. Yeah, because if you're going to do it yourself, just like your marketing, if you're going to do the DIY version because you've downloaded somebody's instructions about this, then it's going to take you a lot longer to become an expert at that. And he's really saying, hey, just go to an expert, save all that time. It will cost you a few bucks, but probably it's going to be worthwhile in that thing. So working out, so the first step really is to work out what it is they're trying to do online. Is that correct?
Yeah. As with anything, if you don't know what you're trying to get, you don't know where you've got to go. You don't know if you're heading in the right direction. So once we've identified what it is that you want to achieve, then we can tailor your strategy. We can tailor the advice. We can tailor your website. If you are really, really time poor but you're filthy rich, we can give you the high-end automated. I would think that's you.
Everybody seems to think that's me, but I can promise you, I'm a small business owner like everybody else in this group.
And if not, we can still give you some guidance. We can, set up some pages and do a couple of things in behind and give you some guidance and say, well, you can do this. You may not do it as well as we do, but you can do it and make a start and get that income coming. So it just depends on where you sit on the pendulum. And we look after everyone from one end to the other. And usually our clients, and this is why I've added more and more services, is because I've brought my clients through further and further, and they've needed more and more and more. So we've filled that gap for them.
Which is an awesome segue into this afternoon. We're going to talk about the evolution of business, small business, and where we're going next and all that sort of stuff. So as you said, as we are building more and more, we're doing that. So Elle's 5 tips so far is 1, decide that right now online's where you've got to be, because it's going to be a very hard world not being online. 2, decide what you want to get out of being online, or decide what that ultimate transaction online is. Is it you want them to call you? Is it you want them to fill in a form so that you have their email and you can email and information and you can start conversing with them either by email or by phone or any other way? 3, get really tight around what it is that you do so you can understand what it is you can offer. There's going to be another step in there that I know that we've kind of talked about, was who is it that's looking for that, and then where are they, so that you know where you're going to go. Like, not all social media platforms are equal. They kind of are all equal to start with. They're all worth nothing until your clients are on there. Okay, so if you're marketing on the wrong platform, it's not going to work. And
that's what makes them not equal. Because if you aren't where your clients are, Yeah, it's like trying to sell puppies at the AFL Grand Final.
Are you kidding? Everyone loves puppies.
Of course they do, but they're not there to buy puppies.
They'd all be happy to go home with one, particularly all the people that lose, because then they've got a puppy to console them. That's just my own personal bias coming out of there. So being in the right place and at the right time. And remember that time money thing. Look, the best strategy in the world is going to require an investment. It is either going to require your time or your money. Now, you can understand, you can learn that best strategy in the world, but it's going to take a lot of time. And by the time you've learned that strategy, the world may have moved on, right? I understand everyone doesn't have a lot of money right now. Me too. What it is that what we need to do is start looking at what part of the trade-off can I trade off? So what can I do to help my supplier save their time so it's costing me less money, but still getting the biggest bang for buck? So I want you to be thinking about that. You know, Elle, easy as marketing. Did I get a good summary there?
Yeah, no, that worked really well. Yeah, definitely thinking about how, and look, these are questions that I ask. We talk about what's going to be best for your business right now, and then you know, I can sort of say, well, if we do it all for you, this is this much, or you can do it all yourself. And they go, no, I can't do that. And well, what are you most comfortable doing? Right, well, you do that, and let us take care of the rest.
So
yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, do you have a cheat sheet that at least gets people started on this?
It's in my head, unfortunately. One day I'll get around to writing it down.
Oh, we want that. We want the cheat sheet. I'll even give you my email address for the cheat sheet, I promise you, and phone number. So absolutely. Look, Elle, thanks so much for today. If you do need to have a chat with somebody about your marketing and your marketing requirements, Elle would be a great place to start. Don't hesitate to do that. She will walk you through the different things, be very gentle with you, and be very positive about how she's going to be able to assist you. So just get the simplest and most basic strategy put in place. As I've said, and as I keep saying, you go.
Sorry, can I just say, as you started out saying, my passion is actually helping people. And when this hit, I knew that a lot of people needed to get online and had no idea where to go. So I actually have $100,000 worth of value of WordPress websites built to gift to business owners. If they go to www.allthesales, that's allthesales.com.au, and they can register their interest to get one of those.
I'm going to make it even easier for you. What you need to do is go to the brisbanesmallbusiness.com.au thing, and Elle's going to put a link in it in her directory, Easy As Marketing. They're going to put a link in there. I'm going to do that,
definitely. Yeah, so all the sales, it'll be in the directory. Go to the business directory within the next 10 minutes.
We will have
but yeah, so that's there for anybody who's struggling with what do I do, how do I get online. I've just gifted you a fully built website. Includes e-commerce, which is whether you're selling services or whatever, everything we've talked about today.
There you go. I'm just going to go and sign up for 3. I will catch you very soon, Elle. Thanks very much for your time today. Love the information. Really do appreciate it. Thanks, Elle.
Great. Thanks, everyone. Bye.